away, and he may not yet be done.
Cambio di giocatori.
Besiktas can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Lahm, who's on a run down the left wing. Adams spots it and intercepts. Mbappe.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Has a look and plays it forward. Xavi Alonso. That has been cut short. And he thumps it clear. There's the whistle for half-time. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
Inter Milan sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Invitiamo tutti i tifosi a dare il proprio contributo alla nostra fondazione per l'aiuto alle popolazioni più povere. Attenzione, una
we're underway
sostituzione.
again. Rummenigge finds himself offside. Well, that is one way to stop him. He could be in here, and he was quick to react. Hoisted upfield by the keeper, and he's quick to snatch it back. And there's green grass ahead of him. Mbappe, real chance! Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength now. He's got away. There, great chance! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. Defending was strong and firm. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a nicely measured pass. And the keeper's given it away. He's had a shot! It's in! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is as... Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, hang on. And the shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A momentary lapse exploited with glee. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Gets his pass away, and he welcomes it in. That is a brilliant interception. That has ended up in no man's land. Nice interception, well timed. Big chance! He has done it! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
Boca Juniors are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That looks a good ball through. Oh, well played, well played. Mbappe! Oh, that's a fine interception.
Cruyff really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Tadic is always looking to break lines, and he skips past his man. Cruyff. Nice control. He's fizzed it forward. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Cruyff. Well, good play on the left-hand side here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
There's the hit! Really well taken goal. Just one goal in it now. Game on!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Boca Juniors take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, this looks sharp. Tadic, now it's Cruyff. That has been cut short. Now it's Cruyff. Thuram. Boca Juniors ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Keeper's got good distance on that. Cruyff. Oh, that's clever. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And that could set him on his way. Pinches it off him. Oh, that's a key interception. That's really well manoeuvred. He's played him through. And here's Osimhen. Shot could be on. It's Van Basten! Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Tadic. Great ball of Cruyff! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. There's the whistle. And it's Messi. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match. Messi! Well, there's the clearance. Now it's Mbappe. He's going to be disappointed with that. Great ball if he can get there. Neymar. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Messi. Pull it. Bellingham. And here's Eto'o. He's found a way through. Oh, that was vital.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now that's well seen too.
That's good play from him.
Cruyff. And Cruyff! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Beckham standing over it.
Yeah, it may not seem important, but it is. I think the first corner can always set the tone.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. It's a pretty loose pass. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Cruyff. He's been picked out. Rijkaard. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Bellingham. Kante gets across to intercept that. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Played back in. Cavani hits one! He's done very well to get to that.
Cavani is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Still goalless at the moment. Great defending, strong and determined. Cafu. Roberto Carlos. Cavani.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Inter have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And that wasn't far away. Rummenigge.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
He's looking to set free a runner. That's an excellent interception. Barcelona upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it.
And the shot! It's a loose ball. Rummenigge. Inter Milan can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Great chance! Goal! Inter!
Inter clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. And if you have just joined us, still shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And they've got rid. Pull it. Now it's Bellingham. Can he finish? It's it! Rice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chin... Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. He's through here. Cavani, and he's away. Has a goal! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Corner number 3 coming up. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for the runner. Pull it. And the shot! And it's a goal!
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well timed, excellent interception. Roberto Carlos. And there's the end of the first half. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Here we go again then.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Eto'o. And that could set him on his way. Barcelona have a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Pullet considers his options. Terrific save by Abbiati. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Messi with the short one.
He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Messi. Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. 2 to the good. They have breathing space. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off.
Oh, shooting chance! Cannavaro. Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Khan trying to keep this in. Messi. And the ball is out of play.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And it's Messi. Messi, just about up to the hour now.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And here's Eto'o. And he's intervened well there. That's a nicely measured pass. He's got tall, and it's come back out to him. And more, and more, and more. And they are cruising away. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. The action has already started. Cruyff and the shot! Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar! It's a loop in for the pieces. He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Looking for the run. Gets his pass away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Bergomi calmly anticipates. Back into the middle. Now it's Neymar. He's had a hit! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Ribéry. He's shifting through the gears here. Great challenge, time to perfection. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Great ball, and he's in here. Cruyff unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And the shot's on here. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Osimhen. Oh, easy pickings there. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Neymar. He's found a way through. Luis Suarez! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They've played it short. Ribéry. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Syria have their third corner. Beckenbauer goes short. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. And no, that was never going to make it. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Mbappe. Osimhen chasing after it. Oh, super find. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he thumps it clear. Beckham.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the... Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And he welcomes it in. There's the hit! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Syria grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And here's Messi. Beckenbauer. It's Ribéry. Beckham.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Cruyff. Doué. That's a sharp pass. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. And the cross comes in. And it's Neymar. Cruyff. Doué. Luis Suarez. Doué. Roberto Carlos wins the duel this time. Beckham. Cruyff. Oh, he's bustling through here. Alcantara. And it's played forward. And here's Messi. Well read. And the danger is averted. Beckenbauer. And the whistle goes for half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 5. Lascia il campo per il numero 13. Fernando Torres.
Syria get the second half going. Luis Suarez. Inter Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Now it's Ribéry. Puts in and a header! Marvellous goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Roberto Carlos deals with that comfortably. Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, important interception. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, shooting chance! Has another go! Oh, didn't catch it right.
Inter certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And it's Neymar. And they're quick to get it back. Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Stood up well to him there. Interesting ball. And he was alert to it. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Syria clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Beckenbauer. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Doué, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And it's Cruyff. Neymar in acres of space out wide.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Cruyff. Luis Suarez. Fernando Torres. And the shot! They've scored! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 9, Messi. Numero 6,
Beckenbauer
numero
plays it
23,
short.
Numero 3.
And the shot!
Lasciano il campo per
It's
il
anyone's
numero
ball
17,
now.
Il numero 7.
And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Il numero 20.
Fully
Attenzione,
appreciates
una
that. He
sostituzione.
could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
They're up to 5 corners now. Beckenbauer with the short one. Chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. They've played it short.
Syria merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And that's really well manoeuvred. He's picked his way through. Pedri. Cruyff.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that should get the job done.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Tar. can get it clear.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Ernest. He's played him through. Real chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that has sent him sprawling. Brilliantly cut out. And that's it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. So it's away we go then. Well read, nice interception. David is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Now Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now it's Messi. And he's straight offside. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this could be all about the power of Yaya Toure. When he switches to a higher gear, the rest of the team seems to follow, and his burst into the box may decide the winners and losers here.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hullet. Messi providing an out. Got a shot away! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And the shot! Goal!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looking for the runner. Bastoni calmly anticipates. Now it's Cruyff. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, important interception. And we have our very first corner. Mbappe plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played back in. And it's Neymar. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Torres. He's been picked out. Rijkaard cuts it out. Messi. And here's Guardiola.
Guardiola really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he's had it nicked away. And it's Messi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That is a great ball. Chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And here's Messi. He's had a hit! And that's caused a worry or two.
Messi really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Messi. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. That is good alertness. Good running, strong and purposeful. Fernando Torres. Messi. It's out of play for a goal kick. Oh, that's a key interception. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Guardiola. Cruyff. Floated through. Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Fernando Torres. Yaya Toure. Thuram. Yaya Toure. That'll be a throw-in. Thuram. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Torres. Now it's Cruyff. And that has left him in a heap. Nesta. Cruyff. He can get that clear. It's a throw-in.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. And here's Torres, and Torres! It's in! Inter are back in business! So that goal then?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Can he finish? Marvellous goal!
Rummenigge very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the...
There's the whistle for half-time. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 on the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Substitutions taking place.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, he was clearly disappointed. He's got the shot away! And yes, it's there! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
So the lead now is 2.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. An absolute peach. And they are cruising away.
Inter really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous.
Mbappe!